All right, let's walk through the steps real quickly on how to use Excel to create income statement percentages. My first recommendation would be to watch this video. This is a Microsoft video. It shows you how to use formulas in Excel. But then after you watch that, let me suggest that you re-watch this video. All right, so we start off with, in this case, an income statement. And we have 2 years on this income statement. And it includes net sales, cost of sales, gross profit, sales, additional expenses, income before income taxes, income tax provisions, and then net income. So let's look at putting the percentages into this table, this income statement. So let's start with some vertical percentages. All right, the idea here would be to start with calculating the percentage of cost of sales compared to net sales. To do this, we would go to a formula. In this case, the formula is the cost of sales divided by net sales. Okay, and so this is the second number divided by the top number. And of course, you then go over to, you go on the box that you want to put this percentage in, and you first start by putting in the equal sign. This indicates to Excel that you are building a formula. So you put in the equal sign, and then you put in the algebraic formula for making the calculation. In this case, we want the percentages of that 209 is of 468. So we put in 209, 448 divided by the number we wanted to find out the percentage of, which is 468, 844. We simply do this and then hit enter. When we do this, we get a number. In this case, the number is 0.4467, yada, yada, yada. Now, we need to take this number and turn it into a percent. So the next step would be to go up and click on the box that had the number in it, the percent number, the calculation in it, and then go up to the top of Excel, and in that box click percentage so that it turns that number in that box, which was in hundredths, into a percent. And there you see how that will work. Then we go down to the next box. Now we want to find out what percentage gross profit is of net sales. And so we build another formula, starting with the equal sign and then creating the algebraic looking formula. Once again, then we hit return and we get our number after we go up and percentize it again. Now, in this case, those two numbers should add up to 100, and in this case, obviously they do. And then, of course, we would just continually go down through the whole list here, and we would have all the vertical percentages for 2023. Then, what I might recommend we do is copy those percentages. And of course, by copying them, what we do is we simply highlight all those boxes and hit copy. And then drag those over to the next column, the 2022 numbers, and highlight all those areas and simply paste those formulas in. Now, the neat thing about this is that Excel knows what you're trying to do, and so it adjusts the formulas for the next set of data. And so there we go, we drop this in, and then we have the vertical percentages for both 2023 and 2022, and we can accomplish that fairly quickly. Of course, we also want to calculate horizontal percentages. So let's take a quick look at how the horizontal percentages will be calculated. We simply put in another column, and now we want to figure out, for instance, in this case, how large a percentage increase sales were for 2023 compared to 2022. So what we do is we look at the 2023 number, which is 468,844. That in our particular Excel file, this is B4. And we subtract the 2022 number, which is D4. And then we divide it by the oldest number, which is the 2022 net sales number, D4. And so we build another formula. Once again, starting with the equal sign. In this case, we're using parentheses to make sure that the algebraic formula works correctly. In this case, we put in parentheses and then we start with the 2023 net sales, subtracting the 2022 net sales, and then dividing it by the 2022 sales. And we get a number. And this number in this case is 0.1658291. Now, of course, we want to take that number and turn it into a percentage. So we do it the same way we did it last time. We go up and highlight that box and then click on the percent, and it will create a percentage. And then, of course, you notice that next to that we have some little arrows that show it either adding or subtracting decimal places. So if I wanted this to be like 16.4 or 16.8, then I would add another percentage and have it go out to do the percentages. Now, I've got the first one done, and the good thing about doing these horizontals is it goes very quickly from here. I simply copy the original box for the horizontal, the one that has the 17% in it, and I simply click on it and copy it, and then I paste it down through the rest of the numbers, through the rest of the boxes here that I have highlighted, and of course drops those numbers in. So now I have the horizontal numbers comparing 2023 to 2022, and it is that simple. In summary, just take your time, perhaps have a handheld calculator with you so that you can do a couple of these formulas yourself to make sure that they came out right. The key is to understand what data you need and how to get it. And of course, good luck.